Hello and welcome. My name is Neil Elder, and this is Group 2's presentation of the Seven Lucky Gods Pilgrimage. The pilgrimage route that we will cover is in Yanaka, which is in the north of Tokyo, near Ueno Park. The temples to be visited in this pilgrimage are Togakuji, Seiunji, Shushoin, Tennoji, Choanji, Gokokuin, and Pentendo. The temples may be visited in any order, but they are laid out relatively linearly so that it's easiest to start from either the northernmost or southernmost sites and walk one direction. For the pilgrimages, the temples are open to the public from January 1st through the 10th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The total distance walked for this route is about 5 kilometers, so it can be completed in one day. With that being said, ikimashou. Let's go. Our first stop will be at Togakuji. This temple belongs to the Shingon Buddhist sect and has been in Tokyo since the 1600s. It is a good place to begin the pilgrimage due to its close proximity to Tabata Station. It's a short 6-minute walk from the station to the temple. The first of the 7 gods that is visited here is Fukurokuji. Fukurokuji is normally associated with wisdom and longevity, but is the god of popularity in this pilgrimage. Since this is the first stop for many pilgrims, the temple put in a garden that is only open during the pilgrimage times that's dedicated to all 7 of the lucky gods. Another feature of the temple are the Nyo statues, which are guardians of the Buddha, which you can hang red paper from to pray for healing from physical ailments. Here we can see the lovely garden of Togakuji, and you may notice Ebisu sitting with his fishing pole atop the rock in this photo. This brings us neatly to our next stop, Seiunji Temple, where pilgrims visit Ebisu. Though it houses the Shinto deity Ebisu, this temple is of the Rinzai Zen school of Buddhism. During the Edo period, this temple was particularly popular for sakura viewing, or the cherry blossom viewing. As previously stated, Ebisu is the god enshrined here, and he is described as the god of prosperity and wealth, and food and fishing for this pilgrimage. Another feature of this temple is its monument to the Edo period writer Takizawa Bakin, who is famous for writing the Chronicles of the 8 Dog Heroes and Strange Tales of the Crescent Moon. And here we can get a little better view of the entrance to Seiunji, as well as a look at Ebisu. Now, like Fukurokuju, Ebisu is only able to be visited during the pilgrimage time and not the whole year round. The bottom left photo is of the monument to Takizawa Bakin.
The next temple on the Yanaka pilgrimage is the Shushoin temple, where people will worship the lucky god Hote, the god of fortune and happiness, and the guardian of children. The Yanaka pilgrimage continues southwards in the direction of Tokyo and is located approximately between Nishi Nippori and Nippori. Shushoin Temple is relatively close and south of the previous temple, Seiunji Temple. The The pilgrimage to the Yanaka Shichifukujin was considered the oldest pilgrimage during the Edo period and was, and currently is, an important annual tradition during the New Year in Japan. The area where the Shoshuin Temple stands was a popular area during the Edo period for its surroundings of nature. According to the Old Tokyo website, it states Shushoin was established in Nerimaku in 1573, but this Nichiren Buddhist temple was moved to its current location in 1663. Due to their gardens, which included shrubs and flowering trees, the Shushoin Temple and the Seiunjin Temple are both known to be the Hanami-dera, or the flower viewing temples. The temple is surrounded by a gated entrance with pink walls and a variety of pictures of Hotei with and without children. I think the reason why the walls are pink is to set up a comforting and innocent approach to those entering the temple. It can also represent cherry blossoms since the temple is known for hanami, or cherry blossom viewing. The outside of the temple has a small garden in front of the entrance of the temple that contains many plants, cherry blossoms, and other flowers. It is also the first temple on the Yanaka Pilgrimage when you are required to take your shoes off before entering inside. Since the temple is designed as a Nichiren Buddhist temple, it makes sense why this temple worships Hotei, the god of fortune. It is because many people's interpretation of him is that they view him as a Buddha. The reason why he is viewed as a Buddha is due to his origins as a 10th century Chinese monk, from his name meaning monk Hotei in Japanese and Budai in Chinese. Hotei's purpose is to bring good fortune and prosperity. His image displays a carefree and joyful expression, which promotes happiness to those going on the Yanaka pilgrimage.
Hi everyone, I'm excited to share my part of the Yanaka 7 Lucky Gods pilgrimage, focusing on Temple 4, Tennoji, and Temple 5, Choanji. These temples are not only spiritually significant, but also deeply connected to the history and charm of the Yanaka neighborhood. Located in northeastern Tokyo, Yanaka is one of the few areas that survived the bombings of World War II. Preserving its traditional wooden homes, narrow alleys, and peaceful atmosphere. It's known for its old town vibe, where you'll find artists, craftspeople, and a slower pace of life. Popular spots in Yanaka include the Ginza, a retro shopping street filled with local snacks and souvenirs, and the Yanaka Cemetery seen here, famous for its cherry blossoms, as is the resting place of the last shogun. The 7 Lucky Gods pilgrimage is a New Year tradition in Japan. People visit 7 temples or shrines to honor each of the 7 lucky gods, believed to bring good fortune for the year ahead. The Yanaka route is considered one of the oldest in Tokyo. It's a 5 to 6 kilometer walk, usually done between January 1st and the 10th. Participants collect goshin, or temple stamps, on special paper, which becomes a lucky charm for the year. Temple 4, Tennoji, its associated god is Bishmonten. It's the god of warriors and protector of the righteous. Tennoji is the oldest temple in Yanaka. It was founded in 1274. It originally belonged to the Nichiren sect, but later became part of the Tendai school of Buddhism. This temple is known for its bronze Buddha statue from 1690 and a tranquil garden that reflects the peaceful spirit of the Yanaka neighborhood. Bishamonten is one of the 7 lucky gods and is often depicted in armor holding a spear and pagoda. He symbolizes justice, protection, and the distribution of wealth. His presence at Tennoji reinforces the temple's historical role as a guardian of the community. Temple 5, Choanji, Its associated god is Jiroujin, which is the god of longevity and wisdom. Chowanji is a small but historically significant temple nestled in the residential streets of Yanaka. Though small in size, it plays an important role in the Seven Lucky Gods pilgrimage. Jiroujin is the god of longevity and scholarly wisdom. He is often depicted with a long white beard, a staff, and a scroll that contains the lifespan of all living beings. His gentle demeanor and association with health and wisdom make him a popular figure during New Year's visits. Visitors come to Chowanji to pray for long life and good health, especially during the New Year season. This temple's quiet charm and spiritual focus make it a meaningful stop on the pilgrimage. A very unique feature of the Yanaka pilgrimage is the use of washi paper instead of a wooden board for collecting stamps. It's beautiful, but it's delicate, just like the neighborhood itself.
Good afternoon. My name is Gaetano, and I'll be finishing our journey through the Yanaka pilgrimage with the 6th and 7th temple. The 6th temple of the Yanaka pilgrimage is the Gokokuin Temple. It's located slightly south of the Chuanji Temple, just outside of the Yuano Park. The Gokokuin Temple worships Daikokuten, the god of wealth, farmers, prosperity, and fortune. Gokokuin is one of the 36 sub-temples of Kaenji, also called Shakado. It was built by Iemetsu, the third Tokugawa shogun in 1630, until it was burned down in 1717 and later rebuilt in 1722. On the 25th anniversary of the fall of Osaka Castle, Iemetsu presented an image of Daikokuten to the highest-ranking Buddhist priest in the Gokokuin Temple, and since then it has become a temple who worships one of the 7 gods of luck, Daikokuten. Gokokuin Temple is considered a hidden gem in the Yanaka pilgrimage due to its beauty. The temple is filled with different depictions of Daikokuten. As you can see on the picture on the right, Daikokuten is depicted carrying a sack and a mallet, while standing on a bale of rice. The sack is said to be filled with wealth and wisdom. The mallet is a magical mallet, like the Greeks' cornucopia, and is said to miraculously produce anything you desire when struck. True believers tend to strike a ritualistic mallet on the ground 3 times and make a wish as part of the ritual worshipping Daikokuten. Unlike other temples, the stamp is collected within the Gokokuin Temple, where there's a designated area where people can freely roam and admire its inner beauty. The 7th and final temple in the Yanaka pilgrimage is the Benten-Do Temple. It worships the only female goddess among the 7 gods of luck, Bensai Ten. The temple sits within the lake in Yuano Park in the island Bentenjima. It was built in 1625 by a Buddhist monk, Tenkai, and it was modeled after another temple in Shikubushima, which also sits on an island. The original temple was destroyed in a bombing during World War II, although, fortunately, the statue of Bensai Ten survived the bombing and is now enshrined in the main hall of the temple. On the top left picture, we can see lotus plants surrounding the southern side of the temple. Lotus plants are a Buddhist symbol of purity. Buddhist ceremonies of compassion were held at the pond, in which birds, turtles, and fish were set free, earning the name as the Pond of Release. The island could only be reached via boat, but in 1672 a bridge was built so spectators could travel to the temple. Bensai Ten, also called Ben Ten, was originally an Indian river goddess. As still in Japan, she is associated with water, and her temples are usually built near rivers and lakes. She's often shown holding a kind of lute called a biwa, and as you can see on the picture on the right, there are large sculptures of biwa around the Benten-Do temple. The last image on the bottom left is the entrance to the main hall, which enshrines the surviving statue of Bensai Ten. And with that, this concludes our journey through the Yanaka pilgrimage. Thanks for watching.